The business without the people is just an empty building. Focus on people. My journey with the supply chain started at a very young age. My father came from a family of brewers going back to Hungary, and his great-great-grandfather started a brewery there. My father came over to the United States in 1958, and he was the chief brewmaster for AB InBev, which was Anheuser-Busch at the time. And as a child, I would spend Saturdays with him in the brewery because he would have weekend duty and he would have to check on the production and the brewing of the beer. And from that time on, it gave me an appreciation for the technical details and some of the challenges that are involved, and I loved it. In supply chain, the most important thing is the product. And we all have to have very high standards. So to be successful as a company, you have to have perfection when it comes to the quality of your products and ensuring that the consumer is getting what they need, ensuring that everything is coming together at each stage of the process. And if we can use the tools that we have available today, that's a lot easier to do than it used to be. We have very good visibility with the technology. We can make decisions, we can see when things aren't right, and we can act on those before they have any kind of an impact. So technology has changed how we do things, but what we actually do is the same. My biggest piece of advice to somebody stepping into my role would be focus on the consumer and focus on quality. And everything that you do and everything that's set up throughout your day and how you run your function should lead to that. Well, I've had a few mentors through the years. Anheuser-Busch III, he was the CEO of our company, also a brewmaster, tasted beer every single day, and a perfectionist. And he always demanded perfection from us in all parts of the supply chain. So not just brewing of the beer, but the look of the package and then ensuring the consumer received fresh beer. And then more recently, our CEO, Carlos Brito at the time, the very first thing he said when I met him was he said, "You're responsible for the taste of the beer. And it's your responsibility to make sure it's always right for the consumer." One thing that we've learned throughout the pandemic is that when everybody understands the supply chain at a deeper level, and you understand the impact of some of the things going on in the world to how the company runs, we can run the company in a better way. We sit together and we plan out our company for the short term and for the long term by considering all the inputs from the supply chain, be it the availability of certain things, the level of innovation that we can offer in the supply chain when it either comes to product or process. We always make better decisions. If all companies can focus on their supply chain and really understand all the inputs that are available, I think that at the end of the day, you can come out with a much better product for your consumers and be more successful. Consumers today are more discerning. In my opinion, they're a little bit more specific about what they're looking for, and they expect companies to deliver those things. And I think when consumers really understand how companies deliver those things, I think it makes it more meaningful for them, but it also makes it easier for companies to understand what it is that they really need to be doing to serve the consumer.